Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I don't want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one. Working hella hard until I get just what I want, yeah. Rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooters gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win, yeah. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Keep my head up when I act, head up, that's a fact. Never looking back, I'ma keep myself on track. Keep my head up, staying strong, always moving on. Feel I don't belong, tell my thoughts to move along. Push myself to be the best, die with no regrets. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams, then you hit your teens. Life ain't really what it seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. I'm grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable, oh yeah, no label, oh yeah, you know me, I have only a path, I'm lonely, but damn, I'm going to win. I want no fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path, if you want it bad. I'm gonna show you where it's at, yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done, I'll be number one.
Good evening and welcome on into the UTLR live studios. It is your man on the mic, UTLR Storm, alongside his Bad News Ducky, who will be joining here in a few minutes, hopefully. Right now, you just get me. So, welcome on in, as always, to the UTLR live studios. Let me get the actual stream up. Sorry. All right. I know it's actually saying F123 as my bad. I did not get to change that over. So my apologies on that. So appreciate y'all so much. If my stream is actually up and going, if it'll show it, be nice. Can I show that I'm live? There we go. Awesome. Cool, cool, cool. All right, everything's rolling up and now. Again, glad to have you and INF starting off the chat with the UT is LR. So we greatly appreciate him and his support. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. This is I'm actually very tired right now, so I'm going to get awakened because this is going to be a high thrilling, high intensity race. We got a lot on the line this evening. It's crazy what we have going on. So again, tonight is Chicagoland. Sorry about this. It is a Chicagoland in the Truck series. So we're very excited for that as well. So I've got the lineup right here. I'm going to go over that with y'all. Again, tonight is Chicagoland is on high draft. So yes, get ready. High draft times two. Because you corporate greed. I curse you. Ha. Uh, yes. Welcome to the commercials. So the lineup for tonight, of course, after our 75 laps here around this 1.5, very unique track. We're going to be doing 112 miles, and again, the draft package is high in the trucks. So we're very excited for to see what these truck guys do. We have 13 drivers on the roster this evening on the lineup starting grid. The starting grid for tonight is from the 13th position. Taking a D and Q is our Mr. CCD and INF. Starting 12th, also taking a DNQ in the number 88 is Drake. Starting 11th, also taking a DNQ is R. Denny. Don't know if he'll actually be able to make it or not. Hoping that you are feeling a lot better, Denny. He was not feeling the best this afternoon, so I do hope that. I don't know if the party is up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it probably is. I don't know if he's in it though, so hopefully he is. But if not, wish you the best, Denny, and we'll see you next week. But hopefully we'll see him on track here in a few minutes. Starting 10th in the number 20 is Mr. J. Starting ninth is the number 33 of Toby Welsh. Starting 8th in the number 18 truck is King Low Broke. Starting 7th in the number 15 is Go Dogs. Starting 6th is the number 32 of HD Morton. Starting 5th is the number 3 of Dr. Clater. Starting outside row number 2 is the 99 of Flash Champs. Starting third inside row number 2 is the number 2 of LRS. Starting outside of the front row this evening, we have the number 10 of Dusty Stud with a time of a 31.597 around this mile and a half oval. And on the pole here at Chicagoland tonight is the number 98 Ford of Deport Eddy with a time of a 31.545. So, congratulations, Deport, on your pole position. And one guy, and we've been highlighting him, and I feel like we're highlighting him way too much, but at the same time, in the trucks especially, I've got to continue to highlight him, and that is Morton, HD. HD is on a roll. Let me actually check. I can probably verify something by checking Parties. I'm about to see something. Okay, so Denny is racing tonight. He is in the party. So, HD has to gain ground. He is closing in on playoff spots. His task is still very hard, very challenging. It's been challenging for him over the last 3 to 4 weeks. This guy has got to get a grip on himself. He's got to stay focused, and he's got to go at it. Uh, he's been doing a very wonderful job, a hell of a job on trying to gain points every single chance he can. The triple truck challenge did help him a little bit. Right now, he stands in the way of R. Denny. R. Denny is in the playoffs as of right now. So right now you have the top four being LRS, INF, Flash Champs, and Deport holding in the top four spots that are locked in. Now not locked in right now is the fifth of Drake, five of Drake, and sixth is Low Broke, and seventh is Mr. J, and eighth is R Denny. That is if the playoffs were to end today after Texas last week. HD currently sits pretty far back. He's got a task ahead of him. He's at 259 right now on points, and Denny is at 323. So he's got just a little under 100 points that he has to make up. Um, with Denny not or making it with him making it tonight, that's going to be making that challenge just that much more exciting. Now, HD says that Chicagoland is one of his best tracks, so therefore HD has to win just about. He's not in a must win, but he's got to win to get rid of this mathematical equation that we've been dealing with the last few weeks of how is he going to get in? Can he get in on points? It's not impossible. It's very very challenging for that number 32 truck of D. So if he can win tonight, it's all erased. He's locked in. But if not, he has got to get on it and he's got to put his foot down and get in the gas tonight and make something happen. He impressed us last week at Texas. He could have had a runner-up finish, got bumped by Mountain Ranger on the last lap going in turn three. It moved him up the track, and now he was battling for three. He was trying to hold three guys off at the same time, and it did not work out. Um, So with that, it's going to be just so challenging for him, but we're going to be keeping eyes on him without a doubt. Denny also feeling under the weather is racing tonight, so that could be again. No offense to Denny, because again, I hope and wish the best wishes for him that he gets to feeling better. But with him racing under the weather, he's not going to be 100%. HD is, so he's going to be. He's just getting over COVID, and so he should be back to 100%. So he's going to put his foot down and get after it. Could he use that to his advantage? As a race car driver, you have to think about that. Somebody's not at 100% and you are, then there is your advantage right there to take over and try to capitalize on others' misfortunes. So, again, I hate sounding like that because I know that's not the best way to sound, but from a racer's standpoint, you have to look at it in a different perspective as well. You have to look at both perspectives. Um, so it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. um, if y'all missed out, I will talk for a couple minutes while we're still waiting on the lobby to get up and going. But uh, last night was a huge moment for UTLR. I mean, huge. Last night kicked off the F2 series in UTLR. The first time ever we ran F1 for one race at Coda, and that was whenever the Heat 5 servers went into shutdown mode for about 2 weeks straight, and we didn't know what the future ahead laid for Heat 5. So we decided to do F1 for 1 week, and then Heat 5 came back up, and all the drivers that said, yeah, I'll do F1, once servers came back up, they dipped. So they said, nope, screw F1. So this time around, we built up the rule book, we built up the series, we got it up and going, and we launched it last night at Coda again, but it was an F2 car. Now, here is what got this whole thing up and going. SP and LRS, props to them. They had an idea. HD is now a manager for the series as we're getting into the game. So I'll talk talk more on the F2 series in just a minute. Alrighty. Alright, so like I was talking, the F2 series kicked off with a banger last night. We just did the best of both worlds, is what happened. We had the best of both worlds at Coda last night. We put, and y'all gonna be amazed by this. What happened was we brought in a couple guys from other F1 leagues that wanted to join and race F2. So we brought former F1 league winners. We brought in a couple F1 league champions. We brought in guys who only race stock cars over here in the NASCAR side of things. They've never put down a lap in an F1 or F2 car, so they don't know what it's like. Then you have a couple, mostly NASCAR guys, that have a little bit of experience on the F2 series, or not, sorry, F2, but F1. Then we put it all together, mashed both worlds up, and I guess reset the lobby. Let me double check on that. Okay, so we are hearing of lag, so they are going to reset the lobby. But we put the best of both worlds. We put the F1 guys who have raced F1, they're champions, they're winners, multi-time winners. And then we've also put in NASCAR guys who have very little to absolutely zero experience with an F1, much less an F2 car. And then we mashed them together and put them in an F2 car that is an equal balanced car and let them free. You can't get better than that. That's awesome. We're very excited. And we launched last night as a preseason at Coda, and it was phenomenal. It came down to INF, HD, and SP. Top three they got podium. A safety car came out with about 5 to go. They restarted with 2 laps to go, and Trash Can, who started off because he had no tires left, so he was on the lead position. Well, green flag went back out. Trash Can did not go because he's on old tires. He went wide off of the exit of the final corner at Coda. And HD and INF take him 3 wide. Here comes SP on the bottom. He takes it 4 wide down the front stretch. Immaculate racing by all 4 drivers. They kept it straight 4 wide for the lead, going down the front straightaway at Coda, heading into the very narrow turn 1. As soon as they got into turn 1, it was game over. SP held it. Trash Can's out of the picture. It's down to 3, and INF actually surges ahead, and it comes out INF, HD, SP, and HD got to the back bumper with 1 to go. SP had no way of getting to either one of them. HD is still within reach on the last lap. HD presses INF in the final few corners, and had a great launch to the S's at the start of the track, and much better than INF, gained time on him down the straightaway. HD got to his back bumper, and they made contact, and it ripped the front wing off of HD's car and gave it damage. Therefore, he's got no more downforce, and INF was able to pull away and taking the very first F2 series win at Coda preseason. Next week, the F2 series actually kicks off. If I can find the schedule. Next week, the F2 series does kick off its official 2024 season. with the Bahrain GP on March the 4th, and then they'll go to the Saudi Arabian GP, and then over to the Emilia Romagna, and then to the Australian, and then to the Spanish Grand Prix leading into April 1st. So it's going to be amazing to see how these F2 guys perform. After hearing about the race afterwards, the guys were very excited. We got a guy from Canada racing with us. We got a guy from Puerto Rico racing with us. We got guys from the United States racing with us. So we got all ends meshed into one, and it was so amazing. I was very excited with the performance these guys put on. I'm not an F1 guy, and oh my god, that was a show, and I enjoyed every bit of it. So I'm very proud of my F2 guys, and I'm very excited to see what they can do and perform with this season. So right now we're still waiting on another invite. Again, we were doing with lag, so we're kind of in a lag delay. I've not heard any updates. Kind of just in a sit and wait game. I will go through our F2 field. Here we go with the invite. Alright, so our F2 roster is actually full now. We've got on MP Motorsports, we got Sean for Life, and we got Racing Edge. We've got at Carlin Motorsports, we got SP and Yeti. At the Art Grand Prix, we got Dr. Clater and Bad News Ducky. On Prima Racing, we got T-Com and Jaden. On High Tech Pulse 8, we've got HD and William. On Dams, we have Deport over here and INF. On Virtusio Racing is Lowbroke and Some Wild Guy. On Charouz Racing, we have CCD and Days and Tomato. On Trident, we have Red Hawk and Reese. And on Campos, we have Trash Can and just now joined us, Dusty. And it looks like they decided to go off of the start. That's what took them so long to get them lined up correctly. So we are underway already with the green flag. We see LRS with the launch off into the corner. You can hold this outside. LRS gets oh so close to the outside wall. Deport holding off that number 3 of Clater. You have Flash working the inside, trying to get to his teammate, but he's got to get out ahead of Clater. But his high draft is going to be very key. You see HD to the quarter panel of Flash. Maybe a little bit of lag right there from the 3. Had to assume that looked like a little bit of lag, but we see HD now up to the second position, fighting on the inside against Flash. This inside lane is the preferred lane. However, you can make the outside work here. This is one of the very few tracks. I'm actually jealous that I'm not on track right now because I love the trucks here at Chicagoland. HD now battling for the lead here. It's a 3-4 truck, 5 trucks under a blanket for the lead. HD surges out ahead. Early here in stage number 1, HD and Deport at it for first, and we have Flash and Dusty for second, and we have LRS right there on the high side for third, or for fifth. As you can see, the outside does work like I was talking about. Deport edging out ahead, but he's not going to be able to clear. HD now back to the front. And with the help from Dusty, HD to the lead early in the race. And looks like Dusty's going to get some help from Deport right there for the second spot. And HD holding on here early on. Great job by the number 32 truck. We talked about in the pre-race how this is one of his better tracks. He actually likes this track a lot. He said, if I need anything, I've got to get it done tonight. We see Deport wash Dusty up the track just a little bit. As we look back from HD, they are all under a blanket for second place. Look here from Low Broke, and then there's there's our good man Dusty Stud. Or sorry, no, INF, my bad. I'm getting numbers mixed up. INF to the outside. He drops to the inside there. These runs are going to be insane. Deport losing so much momentum right there. Along with the number 2 up LRS. LRS holding the outside. He's going to get dropped to the back here. Low Broke making a move. I like what HD was doing right there on the backstretch. He was breaking the line. He was going lower than the other guys were to break that draft. See the number 98 Deport now having to work his way back up to the front. And Clater has dropped back. INF up to the 4th position. Low Broke and Clater make contact into. Here comes Deport on the inside, 3 wide for the 5th position. Deport and Low Broke now going after it, making contact. It forced Claire to back off. Here comes the number 15 of Go Dogs. Go Dogs into the picture now. And, oh, we have one around. That is the number 10 of Dusty. That is 1. So we stay green. Still a good battle right here for now the 4th position. 4th through 7th under a blanket right now. Actually 4th through 8th, because Go Dogs is right there on the back of Clater. Back to the front here. HD still holding on, but now 99 of Flash actually trying to stay with him. Now, I will say, I have talked to Flash this week. I had a moment to sit down with him, and I talked to Flash. I asked him, he actually asked me, what is HD's point situation right now? What is he going to need to do? I said, well, obviously he needs to win. But if not, he needs to have an incredible point day. And Flash said, alright. And he said that he was going to help HD because now Flash is locked in to the playoffs here for the trucks. So with that, Flash is going to help HD because he said, I would rather help HD if I can. Because see, right there, Flash is able to get a run, but he's not going to make the pass. He'd rather hold second place. He would much rather hold second place right now. It's early. He wants HD out front. He said, I'm going to help HD get in the playoffs because I don't want others in the playoffs. He'd much rather have HD because what a storyline it would be for this number 32 truck to battle back from such a deficit to make his way into the Truck Series playoffs for Season 6. This top 8, though, is starting to become a blanket. Flash now looking for the move. At this point, he's like, sorry, bud, I gotta go. Because he sees what's in Flash's rearview mirror. That number 68 of INF. INF, a Truck Series winner, locked into the playoffs. He is trying to do everything he can. He knows he can win on ovals, and the high draft has brought the entire pack up to that front too. And Flash tries to go up to block, and it does not work. HD to the bottom, INF to the outside, with help from the number 2 up, LRS. HD back to the inside. Now we have a fight on our hands. HD washes up the track. Now it's going to make the 68 clear of the number 32 INF to the lead. Now battle for the second position. Now HD trying to hold off number 99 of Flash. There's 2 laps remaining here in stage number 1. So this is the last lap now for stage number 1. Who is going to get it? HD and INF off turn number 4. Clater in third. Down to the stretch. Who's going to get stage 1? Stage 1 belongs to... I can't even call that. I think INF got it. Photo finish for stage number 1. I think INF got it. That's too close. HD gets the stage. HD with the photo finish, he pulls off the win for stage number 1. Holy cow. HD and INF photo finish, and HD gets stage 1, followed by Clater in third, Lowbrook 4th, LRS 5th, Deport 6th, Go Dogs making an impressive run in 7th, Flash 8th, 9th is Mr. J, and 10th is R. Denny. Back up front. We're back underway for stage number 2. It's the same 2 guys out front once again. 14 to go in stage number 2. And HD is able to pull away, open up the gap, but that high draft is going to bring him right back in. Clater now up to second, battling with INF. Here early in stage number 2, how about we, on a high draft of Chicago, we're going to crank it up a bit. You see these guys getting after it. They're getting antsy for stage number 2. See INF trying to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it for the second position. It is between Deport and Flash. And Clater is out front here in stage number 2. And Dusty right there in the 5th position, back into the mix after having pit and getting taken out in stage number 1. He's looking for redemption. I see Dusty now to the inside. See HD back there fighting with LRS. He's on the outside though. INF having to battle with the 10 of Dusty, and here comes the 18 of Lowbroke. Now Lowbroke trying to crack the top 5. He wants a piece of the action. Battle for the 2nd position, still between Flash and Deport. Dusty looking for revenge, and so is INF, all battling for 2nd. Meanwhile, Clater is out front. Now you see INF drop to the bottom between underneath Deport there. And here comes HD back to the inside of Deport. Dusty moves Flash up the track a little bit. We're down to 6 laps to go in stage number dos. Clater out front by a good margin. He has probably broken the draft at this given point. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. We see the number 98, or sorry, 99 in the Flash. Nope. Flash underneath INF for that 3rd position. Dusty has taken over the 2nd position over Clater, who's out front by a good margin. INF up to 3rd. Flash in 4th. HD has come back and rebounded to the 5th position, trying to work his way past Flash and INF. They have single filed out for the time being. A little bit of a battle right here. HD right in the thick of it. He makes contact with the wall. A little bit of side damage off that 32 truck. And the reason why I say it's unique, well, take a look at that track map up in your top right hand corner there. You see a straight part of the track? Yeah, neither do I, because there isn't one. This track is a full circle. It's kind of an egg shape. The only thing straight is the pit road. So, other than that, you are turning the entire time. You are turning very slightly on the backstretch, but you can see as of right here, it is not a complete straightaway. So you are having to crank the wheel or controller left just a tick going down that back straightaway, which does help out with your angles getting into the corners there, I will say. Now we're at 2 laps to go here for stage number 2. Flash tried to dive it in. He washes up. That allows the door open for, who is that? As LRS, Flash, and Deport going at it. As for 5th through 7th, as we come for the white flag in stage number 2, Clater has this performed out to the top. He is leading by a good long shot. A battle back here for the 5th and through 7th position. Make contact with the number 98, Deport. Clater, though, out front in stage number 2. He is going to grab stage number 2's win in that number 3 truck. He is on a roll here. Dominant performance by him in stage number 2. Didn't have really any battles. He got out front and everybody else battled behind him, allowing him to scoot on away. So, great job by the number 3 of Clater. Dusty Stud finished second, INF third, HD fourth. In the 5th position was Flash, 6th Deport, 7th LRS, 8th Drake, 9th Lowbroke, and 10th Mr. J, rounding out your top 10 stage number 2. Now here is where the money hits the floor. Stage 3, about to get underway. Dusty Stud to the outside, Deport to the in, or not Deport, Clater to the inside. Who gets the jump on this restart? Back underway, final stage. Clater with a good little jump there. Now here comes the inside lane of INF to that 2nd position. We see HD had to restart on the outside. I know he's wanting to get to the inside because it's preferred groove. Unless he can get somebody to mess up on the inside, then he can take the outside. Looking really high, trying to angle it in. Can't quite get the job done though. He's going to have still the 5th position, battling with Flash there. Here comes the draft of HD. This is what he needs. Hard block looking by Dusty. Gets the job done. He backs it off. Gets back to the number 98 of Deport. Here's a run off of turn 4 for HD. Up to the 3rd position now. If he can just get by, drop down right there. Drop down, drop down. There he goes. To the inside. Crossover. And he does it cleanly. What a move. What a move by HD. Up to the 2nd position now. Now he goes to work on that number 3 truck. And he's going to have the draft. He's going to move him. Looking. 35 to go in the stage to round out the race. Here he goes underneath him. HD to the inside of Clater for the race lead. Here comes INF with the push. 34 to go as we cross the stripe this time. HD with the block. INF down low to help him. Clater out by himself on the high side. Here they come. 34 to go. What a race by these guys. High draft, buddy. I tell you, high draft at Chicagoland does not get much better than this. No cautions so far. HD going really low to protect that bottom. I don't blame him. But he's got to come back up. Get ready to bounce that corner just right. INF hits the corner. Checks up into the back of the number 99 Flash. They're checking up 2 by 2. HD pulls away just slightly right now. You see the Jumbo Mumbo back behind him. Deport to the back, or make it 3 wide with Drake and Lowbroke back there. They sort things out. Lowbroke taking over the spot. LRS, our Truck Series champion, who got his first ever UTLR Cup, UTLR career win, actually came here in the trucks back in 2021 whenever he won here in that number 2 truck. Coincidentally or not, that's why he returned to the 2 truck this year, because this is where he made his magic. LRS won this race for his first ever career UTLR Series win. Back to the front though. HD misses it. He missed the corner there, but he didn't move up enough for INF to get underneath him. He's going to put the block on HD. Or on INF, sorry. Flash now side by side, trying to get ahead of him. You've got to protect that inside lane. However, if you check up ever so slightly, it's over. It's almost Jover. You can pass below that line. That's why you see them going down there to protect it. But it's at a costly risk because you have to come back up and get ready to apex the corner. If you don't, you're going to overshoot it. You're going to slide up the track and have the advantage go to the driver coming up behind you. HD still out front here. At 30 laps to go. These guys will probably have to pit one time. When does that come? We shall see. What a race so far. It's been HD and Clater have been the top two cars. We've seen INF, we've seen even Dusty right here in the 10 truck. We've seen them up front, but not leading. It's been mostly HD and Clater. Those have been your lead trucks for the most of the night. Here comes LRS up to the 4th position. INF gets the run off of Dusty's mistake in turn 2 off of exit. He picks up HD's draft right there. Looking to the outside. He's going to try and maintain. It's not going to be able to work. He's going to drop back down behind Dusty. "28 laps to go." INF looking back to the outside of Dusty for that second spot. You know, here's a view from our Denny's truck. You see Denny back there in the 10th position, just hanging on. Watching the chaos unfold up front. Here comes number 98 D-Port to the back bumper of INF. Dusty with that high draft has reeled in our leader of HD to that back bumper. Here comes INF to the outside. Opens the door for D-Port. What a move, INF. Surging ahead. Such momentum on the outside. Let the man cook. Brother had the surge. I think that was an alien surge of some sort. He drove it in and made it stick. But it did not work out though. He's still side by side. HD is defending so well right now. This is good racing right here. This is good. Solid, hard, clean racing by these truck guys. Next week, the trucks are actually off. So next week, as we see a battle for the lead now heating up between Dusty and HD. After Chicagoland tonight, the trucks take a week off, and then they head to Talladega in 2 weeks to take on the high draft of Talladega Superspeedway, what will be their double points event. And that will also be the regular season finale. So whenever I talk about HD needing everything he has, it's critical. He has to do well tonight in order to perform at Talladega if worst case is. So this race is a lot of do or die for him. So the leaders have about 9 laps left in the tank. HD out front still side by side for the lead. You see how brutal this draft is. It is incredible. This looks like the new Atlanta, is what you feel. I mean, this is like the vibes that you get. It's like new Atlanta racing vibes that we saw the other night. 2, 3 wide. We haven't seen much of 4 wide. Not at Chicagoland. You're not going to have that. Seems like HD is backing the corners up just enough, just to rely on that draft of, Flash on the inside there as he drops down. It was Deport. Now it's Flash. Flash actually going to help. HD goes wide. He missed the corner, but it helped because of the draft. It made him move Dusty up the track. 8 cars under a blanket right now here from Chicagoland. Flash on the outside there for third, with draft help from INF on the outside. INF and Lowbrook on the outside there. 4 versus 3 on the outside, and look at the gap. HD has gotten to break away. It's still within that draft, though. Dusty can easily get back to him. He's within the draft length. He's going to pull him back in. 19 laps to go. 6 laps of fuel in the tank. We're going to take a quick side-by-side. You're not going to miss a beat. This is intense racing right here. Get ready for what's going to be the final pit stop of this race. And we're going to see it right here on UTR Live.
When I'm hungry for the great steak of Texas, I always go to the Texas Roadhouse.
Folks like Willie love Texas Roadhouse for our famous hand-cut steaks, each one grilled to perfection to lock in the flavor and juices for that unmistakable Texas Roadhouse taste.
If you're ready for a good night of fun and partying, go to the Texas Roadhouse. They know how to do it right.
With a mouth-watering taste you'll want again and again. Only remember,
If it doesn't say Texas, it's not Texas Roadhouse.
This story is mad good.
Thanks, boo.
Ice Spice?
Wait, who's that?
It's my ex lemon lime soda.
You're looking well.
I just needed something more refreshing, more crisp. I'm with Starry now.
This is intense.
He's so vulnerable. But I love you. Please.
Aw, buddy, it'll be okay.
Or not.
Huh, Starry does taste better.
All right, and you saw it all live. Green flag pit stops taking place, and we saw contact on entry between Dusty and HD. There was contact, however, both of them were able to get down to pit road speed without them wrecking. I don't know how, but they managed to save it. We're down to 17 to go. This is the final stretch. This is the battle for the lead, or what will be. They just passed Flash for the 7th and 8th position. Leaders on pit road. Leaders on pit road right now. HD now up to the 5th position. That's Dusty right here. They were right on board in 6th. HD in 5th. Leaders coming off pit road. Leaders right there. There's the 2 leaders right there leaving pit road. Here comes the blend. INF in 3rd. One guy left to pit, and that is our truck champion of LRS. LRS out front here in Chicago for the first time tonight. HD and Dusty in 2nd and 3rd. As we look back, Trying to see who's the ones behind. That is Flash. Out there in third. So they have grouped right back up. 13 to go here from Chicago. Dusty's still looking for the first UTLR win. But here's the crazy part. So is HD. But here's the thing also. Whose means most? That would be HD. HD needs to get one to lock in. Dusty came in later. He is ineligible for the playoffs. Therefore, if he wins, it's his first career win, but it means nothing for HD. HD would have to just capitalize next week at Talladega. I'm really curious to see how this plays out. Because here's the top three right now. You have a guy who is oh so desperate for his first career UTLR win. And it would be a storyline to lock into the playoffs. Then you have Dusty riding second, who if he wins, it's awesome. It's his first career win in this league. However, it means nothing for the playoffs. And then you have Flash right here battling for second. Flash said he wants to help HD get into the playoffs. He wants to see him win. Then you have Deport and INF. INF is locked in, and so is Deport. So, truly, this is insane. 5 trucks right now. And, honestly, all 3 of them, or all 4 of them, could just let off and let HD win. Because you have 2 guys that are locked into the playoffs. Or no, sorry, 3 guys out of that top 5. 3 are locked in. And only 1 actually matters. Dusty is the oddball. Dusty just wants to win in UTLR for the first time ever. So if he has a chance to steal a spot away, he will. The problem is, these other 3, INF, I know him and HD are best friends off the track. These guys, he would want to see his buddy in the playoffs. So I don't think if he gets there, he's going to want to pressure him too much. Flash has said that he will protect and help. He will help him get the win. Deport, I don't know. Deport, as much as I love the man, but he says he'll let off and help out, but I don't know if he will truly when it matters most. I think he'd still lay the bumper if possible. So this is going to be a huge predicament. Who lets up, who helps who out. It's a 5-truck battle, though. Is there going to be any help for HD? Or are they going to help him? Or are they going to try to attack? This is going to be huge. 7 to go. HD cannot get nervous right here. They got a lap truck up ahead. They probably will get. That is LRS. Actually, technically, LRS is actually still the leader. Sorry. My bad, but LRS is actually still the leader, guys. LRS is yet to pit. So, they actually need to hurry up and get there. So, yes, I've been talking all this, but LRS, let's mind you, LRS is still the leader. He is actually, I believe, also locked into the playoffs. LRS is locked in, INF is locked in, Flash is locked in, Deport is locked in. Everybody is locked in this top group. And this is not what HD wants to see. HD wants to get up there. 5 to go now. And LRS is ahead by almost a second, 1.7 seconds ahead. Is LRS going to pull off a miracle? Because these guys are doing battle back here. LRS is the leader, guys. LRS is first. Then it's this group behind them. Did LRS save that much? This is a heartbreaker, honestly. I thought they were going to catch them, honestly. I thought they were going to catch that group. Or they were going to catch LRS there. But I guess we may be mistaken, guys. I thought they were going to be able to catch them. They're helping HD. He is the control car in this line. But coming to 2 to go. They're getting in a line. They're trying to push to get HD his first win, but LRS is hanging on to first. This is insanity. This is going to be a heartbreaker for HD. This is not, I mean, this is what HD needs, but it's not what he needs. 2 to go. I mean, HD is in the catbird seat for some odd reason if LRS chokes. Well, white flag this time for the number 2 of LRS. LRS hasn't led at all until that final pit stop. I don't know if he pit early. I don't know what this dude did. But guys, he has been out front only since the end of this green flag, or the end of this green flag run. But he has managed. We'll find out how, but LRS goes back to where he all started from and wins in Chicagoland, where his first career win came from. And HD gets second. HD and INF. LRS, HD, and INF. Top 3. I don't know how, but we're going to find out how LRS was able to cap that off, because he had a pit early. But what a performance by the number 2 of LRS. His first career win started here. And he goes back in Season 6 to UTR Truck Series Chicagoland Victory Lane. So we'll be right back. We're going to go grab these top 3, and this is going to be interesting interviews. Really, really big. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. Sorry for the disruption. We are back with post-race interviews. We had our third placer had to dip out of INF, so congratulations to him on the third place, but he had to go. He defers his to fourth place, who we'll get with in just a minute. But I'm down here in victory lane with our first place winner tonight, our Truck Series champion, LRS. And man, how does it feel to go back to the winner's circle of the track where you got your original UTR win in the same truck at the same track?
Yeah, I mean, this time I didn't really have to do any crazy maneuvers or rely on Ducky and Sim doing some crazy stuff, but it feels good, kind of a full circle moment. I've been struggling a lot recently. I know I have, 5 wins in the Truck Series this season, but I've been struggling this season since I won that 5th race. I haven't been doing anything in Cup, nothing in Xfinity. Actually, Alex, I'm gonna kind of call you out a little bit. You said that I was still doing really bad, and I got this new controller. The first race on the new controller, I won. So, um, I think that's just a little omen. It's just a full circle moment. I am happy, and I do want to say though, winning all these races, it feels good, but it just makes me feel a little bad. Not because the other guys don't have enough to keep up with me, but because 3 or 4 of my wins I shouldn't have won this season. And it took one from HD, it took one from Flash, it took one from Dport. Those guys deserve all the credit. And when I'm not racing in trucks next season in the new game, and most of these guys are here, they're gonna have their fair share. They're gonna have their opportunity. I just want to finish this out, try and win a second championship, get some more accolades on that 15 greatest drivers poster.
I feel that. I mean, while you're here, let's do some magic,
Yeah.
So can we say, I guess, the curse is broken? I mean, now new controller, getting the 6th win. Do we see maybe a change going into Pocono? You said you actually like Pocono in the Cup Series, um, so maybe a turn of events.
Yeah, I think it's gonna like I said pre-race as well, and during the whole week I've been saying this is where I got to turn it around. This is where I got to turn it around. Pocono is where it's gonna be. I'm good at Pocono. We have the double points opportunity. We have 2 races, 2 wins, 20 playoff points up for grabs. This is where it has to happen, and this new controller as well. It's not a cheated controller, I can tell you that. It's a nice new bright pink controller, but yeah, I'm just excited. I think it's going to turn around. If it doesn't turn around, oh well. I still enjoy racing here, but I just want to extend my congratulations to really everybody in tonight's race. Not a single caution for cause. Once again in the truck series, it's been so fun, so great. Really good competition throughout the pack. Everyone really friendly with each other. I feel the most for HD. He kind of dominated this race. Kind of weird to say, but he kind of dominated the race and probably deserved to win. But that pit strategy that I did, I didn't think it was going to work as good as it did. I pit only 1 lap before them and blew by them. I was a little confused, but yeah, just happy to be here.
Most definitely. Stealing one away from another driver, just like you talked about earlier. So going into, I guess, the next 2 weeks, because trucks have a week off before we set in stone into the regular season finale at Talladega, which is also a double points event. So 2 weeks out, Dega, double points on the line. What is going to be your mindset, knowing who's locked in the playoffs, who's not, and what all is on the line? What's going to be the mindset going in?
Yeah, if you look at the playoff points, my buddy SP, who I would usually work with, he's not racing in the trucks this season full time, so I don't have to worry about that. But there is a person that I'm worried about, and it is HD. And at Talladega for that double points race, if he can't win it, I'm gonna be there pushing him. I'm gonna be trying to get him all the points he can, because he definitely deserves to make the playoffs. He's shown it recently. He's picked up so much speed, especially in the Xfinity series as well. He definitely deserves it.
Well, hopefully he can get it done. Hopefully you can also take this number 2 truck to victory lane for the team and for yourself. I know you'd like to get another win if possible, but as far as helping each other out, though, I know it's going to be what it comes down to at Dega. So can't wait to see what y'all do with the trucks. But enjoy the week off and get ready, because the playoffs are right here around the corner.
Yeah, thank you, Alex. We look forward to Pocono and wherever we are in the Xfinity series. I think
Richmond.
New Hampshire, Richmond.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Move on to our second place, Mr. Dominant. I can't believe I actually just said that. Mr. Dominant of a race in the Truck Series. Uh, we thought last week was Dominant, but no, tonight was your race, yours to lose, and you lost it. You're not bad like Dusty. Sorry, Dusty. But you finally got the job done as far as getting a stage win after an intense battle, side by side photo finish against INF for stage one. Had to work your way back up through the field in stage two, but stage three, you put it all on the line, and strategy just did not work in your favor. I guess that's a weak spot of yours. Talk me through how that last stage went for you.
Oh no, strategy totally worked in my favor. I'm sorry. Some people just, when it comes to the concept of staying straight in line, and if you stay straight in line, you can catch the guy that's by himself. We would have easily caught Luke because me, Dusty, and Flash, three man tandem, we were gaining a couple tenths a lap. We would have very easily caught him. You get D-port and INF from there. I'm not saying they did anything wrong under any given circumstance, but you put too much links in the chain. One of those links snaps out, tries to battle one of the other links, it's just gonna mess it up completely. And that just messed it up completely. Uh, too big of a chain. That's all it was. I'm genuinely just pissed. I'm pissed. I'm heartbroken. I'm genuinely heartbroken because if it ain't tonight, if if it wasn't tonight, it just ain't happened. I knew Chicagoland coming into it is my best track by far in the truck series. I knew this was my best chance to lock myself in. And I knew if I didn't lock myself in tonight, I'm not liking my chances for Talladega. I don't care that it's double points. I'm absolutely despising my chances at Talladega because it always goes wrong. It always does. I'm gonna not be a pessimist for once and just shout out Dusty for helping me all night. Shout out INF for helping me all night. Shout out Luke for getting the job done, playing the strategy. Um, yeah, just shout out everybody. We had a good race, caution free. I'm proud of that. I'm just, I'm just so heartbroken, dude. I am so heartbroken.
And I completely understood. It does suck to get a race pretty much kind of sucked out of you. So completely understand. I think everybody in this party has been in on that side of it. So completely understand where you're coming from. With the double points, though, something to make keep in mind and kind of talking about going into Talladega, saying that you may not have much of a chance, but it is Dega. Um, Everything is possible and anything is possible. And all you get is the top 10 of the finishing results get stage points or get points for the doubles. So you get double stage points, and then only the top 10 in the finishing order gets double points of their result finish. So does that possibly help you in any mode or situation if you can perform and stay out there?
If I am one of the unlucky souls that does not get double points, I really hope that I get enough stage points to where it could push me over the hump. I did the math. I could be wrong. I'm somewhere around 31 points below the cut line. So if this was normal points paying race, it would be a different scenario. But this is double points, so yeah, making up 31 points next week is gonna be a tough do, but it's a lot easier knowing that it's double points for stages and double points for the top 10. So we're trying to roll dice and see what happens.
Hey man, I get it, and hopefully it does work out in your favor. But I think, and I've talked to you before. I think a couple of other drivers have talked to you. No matter what, I mean, this has been a completely different HD than what we were talking about maybe 5 weeks ago. You've turned it
Absolutely.
around. You've seen the potential, saying, I don't have any chance at making the playoffs. Certain things fell in. You started looking at how and what you needed to do, and you put your foot down. You got to work, and you keep on making strides and getting better every single race over the last 3 weeks. You've gotten better and better, and tonight you dominated. You got the most points of anybody, so I mean that's at least a little of a plus. Um, a lot more points over your enemies that you're trying to beat out in order to get there, getting a lot less points tonight. So that's at least a start. But no matter what, you have determined and shown the type of driver that you truly are, no matter what happens in 2 weeks.
Thank you.
So,
I'm a believer in myself, man. I'm a believer in myself.
hey man, just keep your head held high, and you got a week to process and really look at the situation, look at the points, and see what kind of help can I, or who are my allies going to be? Who do I need to see if I can get some help from? And what's the game plan? And how do we put a mindset into Talladega? Because it's not over until that checker flag waves in 2 weeks. So you got time to think on it, and hopefully it's going to be your time to shine. So good luck at Dega in the next 2 weeks.
Thank you.
All right, we move to our third place / fourth. Like I said, INF is actually our third place finisher. So again, congrats to INF for the third place finish. He did not could do the interview, so he hands it off to our fourth place finisher, Deport. Deport, my man, you actually had a really good race. I was very impressed. You actually were back and forth in the top 5, I think, all night long. Held kind of outside top 5 a few times, but we're always in that big pack. How were you able to manage being in that pack all night long and working with the high draft? Did that mess with you a little bit, or how were you able to handle with the high draft?
I mean, in the first 2 stages, my truck, it was just in the corners. I was hitting apron too much, and I felt like the high drive was sort of causing it because you could basically get sucked in, basically within the corners. But that second stage, I got my truck a whole lot better, and it came in. During that pit cycle, LRS, when I came out, I saw LRS that had like at least a 2-second gap. I saw the 3 trucks going in, and me and INF were basically behind. I tried to sort of stay back, but we got pulled into it. And I thought we were going to be able to stay basically going in fourth and trying to get LRS. I saw we were doing it. But once Dusty decided he wanted to jump out of line and start passing people, it basically killed our momentum back there. So yeah, I mean, it is. I still apologize to give to him. They're off when it came to the last corner there, trying to make a move on INF, and basically he was trying to come up. It was more of a racing incident, and I sort of got blocked. I had to go back down to the bottom and try to guard it, but my truck was loose, and I came back up and I got into Dusty, and to make him sort of wreck out, but I wasn't trying to do that. I got loose. I was trying to save my truck, but it is what it is. We move on there. Yeah,
So
I
yeah,
got let know. I
so
got
with
let know. I was talking to my teammates. Talking to my team because next I'll have a sub going to the 98 truck because I'm not going to be here. I'm not going to be here for the Xfinity either. So I had to talk with them. So basically, I told them I'm going to be there in playoffs. And hopefully we can turn this around. I've had some bad luck, and hopefully the Chicago run, I can get some momentum back into myself, and I can be back the Deport that I was there probably the first couple of weeks.
So what's your mindset going into the playoffs here? Because you've already got locked in. Talladega ain't gonna mean a whole lot to you besides maybe just trying to get points. But what's your mindset since you're already locked in, and you can be a threat, but at the same time you more like a top 5 here recently. So I think for you it might be more of a playoff mindset getting ready for that in 3 weeks. What's your thoughts going into the first race there?
Yeah, I think the first round is at Auto Club first going out.
I think so.
I mean, yeah, I have a strong suit there, but I know it goes to Sonoma after that, so that one's gonna be a whoopsie days. Don't know what that is. Then we go to Richmond. With Richmond, I hopefully I'll have a good finish there. It's basically I need to have a really good points day at Auto Club and a decent day at Sonoma, and an all right day to good day at Richmond. I think I'll be fine. That second stage, it's probably gonna be Martinsville. It's probably gonna be I'm gonna if I get to there, that's gonna be maybe my Achilles heel with something, but then there's a possibility. It all depends on what my thing is. I don't know if after playoff there's round 2. I don't know if I'm even going to be here. That's what the hard part is. Hopefully I will be, but my personal life is taking a turn and for the best for my personal life. Moving on to something else in real life, but I don't know if I'll be able to show up. It all depends on multiple things, but if I'm able to still show up, I'll be there. And that goes
Well,
with Xfinity too.
Well, hopefully you
Um,
can. It's gonna be a great battle for
yeah,
you, and we're ready to see what you can perform.
yeah, it's. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to beat the damage, get old rust out, whatever it is, and become. I think one of my main thing was I mentality here from other leagues I have. Everybody races basically sort of like the last lap, and they make moves. When you, I feel like you really shouldn't. I felt like they can probably wait a lap or two, but they do it then. So just the momentum is much faster in this league than some other leagues in the past. I feel like that's maybe why I'm been sort of struggling lately. But also just some luck, but I hope I now know now, and I think I'll become better off there. Hopefully I hear that 32 truck goes to the winner circle in Talladega. Cause damn man, that boy's been on a rip.
Well, hopefully he does, and hopefully we get to see more of you heading towards the playoffs and seeing that 90 truck in victory lane. Maybe, hopefully, go for a championship. But hopefully, we'll be excited to see how you perform, though. Um, so, congratulations on the fourth place finish, and thank you for stepping in and taking an interview tonight.
Yeah, now I gotta talk to myself to make sure he's still online and go eat my hot dogs. Cause I was trying to eat if I got put into this.
All right, bro. Well, thank you so much, and that's gonna wrap it up here from Chicagoland. Again, LRS getting his taking his truck back to victory lane for the first time, where it all started from at Chicagoland back in season 3, I believe. So we can't wait to see what these guys do in 2 weeks when the Truck Series returns to the most spectacle moment of racing, Talladega Super Speedway. Double points. It's going to be insane. We got HD going for it all. I think he's going to be the storyline once again going in that race, but it's wide open. Who knows what's going to happen? It's also going to be high draft, so the gate is wide open, and we can't wait to see what happens. But tune in tomorrow night for the Cup Series as they take on the doubleheader of Pocono. Yes, you heard me right. Two 25% races. It's going to be insane. It's going to be awesome. You're going to want to tune in. INF in the booth, showstopper without a doubt. And then the Xfinity Series tunes into Richmond on Thursday, so be there for that. And then you'll see, hopefully, the UTR Live podcast on Friday night. Hopefully. If not, we will let y'all know and keep y'all up to date on that, everything UTLR. But thank y'all so much for being here. Thank y'all for enjoying the presentation, and we will see y'all tomorrow night for Cup Series Racing Action.